Hello y'all, Steve, OG Guitar Nut here. As promised, I'm back. It's Sunday and I have yet another unboxing from Sweetwater. This time it's definitely a Behringer pedal, which is easy to deduce since everything except the one I opened yesterday is a Behringer pedal. I believe this is the Fuzz Bender. A remake of the, I think, Color Sound Tone Bender from the 60s. Let's get a look here though. I'm going to do the usual. I'll open this up, show it to you, then go throw a battery in it, because I believe this particular kind of circuit reacts differently for a battery versus wall power. I'm not positive on that, but it seems like I've heard that. Maybe I'll try it both ways, but I'll come back after a quick break and with it all hooked up, plugged into the amp of doom, and we can give it a listen together. The ubiquitous Sweetwater candy, the Sweetwater Happy Gear Day, and yet another lovely sticker. Gotta hang on to those. Okay. Thank you, Eric. Eric being my personal Sweetwater sales engineer. Heck of a nice guy. He's been taking care of me for years now. And by any chance you hear about this or see this, hello, Eric. Yep, indeed. The Behringer Fuzz Bender. So, oh, this is tape too. Okay. Away, not towards you. There we go. So let's see here. Packet. There's a musician in every human being. Our purpose is to empower those who have and not. Wait. Our purpose is to empower those who have not and cannot. Together we are a music tribe. Uli Behringer. Okay. I can read, I swear. Oh, well, that's a sturdy little guy. This isn't nearly as big as a real tone bender, but the real tone benders were ridiculous. They were, I don't know, 9 inches long, and you know, there's like a handful of components in them, so it was completely unnecessary. I know this plastic. It's still far from being a tiny pedal. As usual, I'll show you a comparison alongside a Boss Stomp. You see there? But definitely more pedal board friendly than the genuine article. I might as well get up close here and show this. We got a level. Get that on the screen here. Got an attack and an original and mod switch. Plus, of course, the on-off. Top mounted jacks for convenience. And a good modern day, only 25 milliamps of power draw. So a battery in this thing should last for ages. Level obviously is the output. Attack, I guess, is our amount of fuzz. I do know that the original and mod switch, original is exactly what you expect. The modern switch has a little more gain, a little more output, and I think it's less high frequency. We'll find out soon enough though. So, there's our Fuzz Bender. I'm going to go throw a battery in this bad boy. You got to take the bottom off the... That's all right. I've got a screwdriver. Yeah, I'll go take the battery. I'll go put a battery in this, get it all hooked up, and come back, and we'll give it a listen together, shall we? Sounds like a plan. All right, see you right after. All right, I'm back. Using the infamous rubber sole Stratocaster. Because Strats are a pretty good choice for a old Fuzz Bender type of a circuit to try out here. A few other items about the Fuzz Bender I would be remiss if I didn't include. Unlike the original, it has an LED to indicate when it's on. It has a switching jack so that it won't be on and running down the battery unless there's a cable plugged into the input. And that input is actually on the proper side, in the right, out the left, for reasons. The originals were reversed, which made using it with other pedals kind of a drag. I have no idea what they're thinking. But then again, you know, pedals were still kind of in their infancy then. So maybe they hadn't determined the right to left hierarchy yet. I don't know. What I do know is, generally speaking, this type of a circuit, fuzz bender, tone bender, whatever, was never really intended to go into a nice, sparkly, clean amp. They work best on an amp that's already slightly overdriven. Now, ye old amp of doom here, one of its wonderful attributes is the fact that it can be turned up to virtually vasectomy-inducing levels without ever breaking up. It just gets louder and louder and stays clean. So I'm going to employ a Electro Harmonix East River Drive, which is sort of the EH take on a tube screamer. And we'll throw a little gain on that. I know normally I try to let you hear what everything sounds. Well, you know what? We'll listen to it into a clean amp first. That's fine. But ultimately, we'll wind up using a East River Drive, I think. So, bridge pickup. And neck pickup for sake of argument. You know, this Strat sounds fantastic through that amp of doom. I don't know why I haven't played with that a little more. Or I'll stay on the neck pickup, because it used to be that neck pickups were kind of where you were supposed to be with a fuzz bender, tone bender, any fuzz really. In fact, they used to recommend on the original Maestro fuzz tone that you use your neck pickup with the tone rolled all the way off, because it added so many harmonics that you didn't need the extra tone sounds. But neck pickup with the tone up, and fuzz bender into the clean amp, everything set at noon. Okay, bridge pickup. Basically like an overdrive. A very sharp overdrive. Yeah, not a hell of a lot of gain. Let's go ahead and crank the attack all the way up. Bridge pickup, obviously. Sounds nice on the neck pickup. Kind of get hints of what Tony Iommi probably sounded like when he was still playing his Strat before the pickup died and he picked up the SG. That's okay. And again, that's, you know, that's just into the clean amp. Now, people are going to ask, so let's find out. What happens if, does it clean up? Oh, it cleans up a ton. This is full fuzz. That's with the neck pickup. Let's try the bridge pickup. Go again from dirty to clean it up. Does the cleanup thing great. So let's try this. Let's bring the fuzz back to halfway. Anything below halfway, at least on the original switch position, it's just less and less of an overdrive. So, I mean, I could show you, but it's kind of pointless. So let's see what the East River Drive sounds like by itself. Bridge pickup. Okay, so that's now our clean tone. Now we'll kick in the fuzz bender halfway. Actually is taking some of the high off, and it isn't making it sound any more driven. Let's try going all the way up with it, and without it, with it. Feel like it'll do that forever. That's bridge pickup. Let's go ahead and try the neck. All right. Not nearly the amount of gain that guys like me and probably most of you are used to, but it's definitely could be useful. Again, if you were into the Hendrix thing, this thing is just, it'd be a dream come true for you, I'm sure. So, yeah, let's find out what the story is on this mod.
So, do that. One of the things that I'd like to encourage you to consider is friends focus on the family.
Okay. With the volume down, we've got the local Christian propaganda radio station.
Gene and I, we support Focus on the Family monthly.
All right. That's funny. Here's the halfway point with the bridge pickup. Neck pickup. I like this pedal a lot better with the neck pickup, I can tell you that right now. All right, modern, gain all the way up, full radio.
Opening the door for God.
Love the way it feeds back. Okay, to kill the Focus with the Family program, all we have to do is bring the volume up a little from 0, and it turns it off. It doesn't have to be all the way up. All right, so yeah, okay, bridge pickup we haven't tried yet, right? It's got kind of a catois sort of an effect. So, wow, a lot of noise there. Yeah, it's got some noise to it, although not nearly as much as you would have gotten from, you know, a genuine tone bender. And again, that is running into the East River Drive. Let's see, does this regular thing happen? When the East River Drive is off. No, it sounds a little buzz. See how it sounds without the, into a clean amp. You really hear that cock-wah thing here. the original also, it actually does have some pretty cool sounds running straight into a clean amp. It doesn't have to be overdriven. It helps for different tone, but no. Well, I'm liking it. You got to be careful to keep the noise down. I assume that it probably, like most fuzzes, likes to be at the beginning of a signal chain. Don't know that for a fact. I'm sure it does have a buffer in it being modern, so maybe it's not an issue as much as it was in the old days. But no, I got to give it a 5 out of 5. You know, it does exactly what's on the tin, and I'm digging the endless sustain that I'm getting, especially on, of all things, on the bridge pickup, with the East River drive on, of course. But normally that's a neck pickup thing when you get that singing kind of a feedback. But yeah, I prefer the original mode, gain, which they call attack all the way up, going into a dirtier amp. Yeah, again, 5 out of 5. I got no complaints. As far as the noise floor goes, come on. There's no way you're going to design I think this is a 2 transistor fuzz, and not have noise with some gain in front of it. It's just part and parcel for, well, you come to expect it, let's put it that way. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Tomorrow, the other guitar I ordered is supposed to land. And I'll go over the funny story of how I probably would have thought twice about ordering this particular guitar had I looked at it a little closer rather than ordering it looking at my phone screen. But who knows, I might wind up loving it anyway. And maybe we can mod the personalizations out of it and make it my own. You know, you never know. We'll have to see. So until tomorrow, stay cool, stay frosty. Don't take any wooden nickels unless you collect them. Be good to yourself and others. And play your damn guitar. See you Monday, tomorrow. That is, I don't remember what date it is. Doesn't matter. It's not important. 30th, 29th, whatever. See you then. Steve out.